Good afternoon, students. Yes, you are looking me? Yes. We are seeing this beautiful nature, different types of the object around us. How? Tell me. Yes, correct. Because of the light, because of the vision. There are different sensory organs present in our body and eyes are one of them. Because of the eyes, we can get the vision. Suppose you are going in a dark room and there is dark room means there is no light. Okay, you can see all the objects which are present in that room. Yes, correct. No. Now switch on the light. Now see, you can see the objects which are present in that room. Yes, correct. Definitely you can see all the objects which are present in that room. Suppose there is a book, there is any table, then there is any pen is there or any cupboard is there. You can see all the object when you are switch on the light in that room. Yes. How it is possible? Because of the light, means because of the phenomenon of the reflection of light. Today we are going to learn the new topic from our book, topic number 16, reflection of light. So write down the topic number and name, also day and date in your book. Topic number 16 and the name of the topic is reflection of light. Yes, topic number 16, reflection of light. When you are switch on that light in your room, you can see all the objects. Means light rays which are coming from the source of light, they fall on that objects and they reflect back and goes in your eyes. See once again, when you are switch on that light rays coming from that light source. Here which is a light source? Your bulb or tube, it is a light source. That rays which are coming from that light source, they are fall on that object and they turn back and goes in your eyes. So this phenomenon is known as a reflection of light. In this topic we are going to learn the definition of the reflection of light, then some experiments which are related to reflection of light, then there are some laws, then types of the reflection and some instruments, they are based on this concept, reflection of light. So first, definition of the reflection of light. Reflection of light, write down in your notebook also, give the heading reflection of light. Underline it. Now we are going to write the definition. This question will come in your exam for the 2 marks. Define reflection of light. Okay. What do you mean by reflection of light? The light rays fall on any surface, they change their direction. They change their direction and come back. The light rays fall on any surface, they change their direction and coming back it is called reflection of light. So this is a definition of reflection of light and question will come for 2 marks in your exam. Okay. When light rays fall on any object, they change their direction and reflect back, it is called the reflection of light. Okay. Write down this. Over. Okay. Now next we are going one experiment which is related to the reflection of light. For this experiment we need some instrument. Some instrument means we need one drawing board, then white paper is there, comb, one black paper, torch and one mirror. This is apparatus or material which is required for our experiment. Okay, take precaution, do this experiment in dark room only. Why? Because in dark room only you can see the reflection of light which is coming from that mirror. How it is coming and what is that concept we are going to learn. Okay, now already we see the material. Now activity is that take that drawing paper. Okay, then take that drawing board, fit that white paper on it. Now take one comb and cover that comb with black paper with leaving very small slit in the middle. Means you have to leave very small slit, means there are different parts of that comb. Okay, so you are leaving that one part without the covering of that black paper. Okay, now pass the light from that torch through the slit on the drawing paper. Means you have to see that light rays which is coming from that comb on that white paper. Now you have to adjust one mirror in the path of that light ray. Okay, when you fit that mirror in a proper way in the path of that light, you can see another light which is again coming back from that mirror. What is that? Suppose this is a mirror. In case of mirror, when you are going to draw the mirror, you have to draw this oblique line at one part of that mirror. Why? Because in mirror, one side of that mirror is reflecting and one is a coating. So these oblique lines denoted that this part is a coating and this is a reflecting. Suppose this is your mirror. Okay, and this ray, it is passing from, okay, I draw some different way here. Okay, so it is very easy to understand you. Suppose this is a mirror, you have to coated this side, so this is a reflecting side. Now this is the light ray which is coming from that comb on the mirror. I am giving name to this light ray, AO. Now this is the another light ray which is again coming from that mirror. Means this light ray, it is coming from the comb and it is fall on the mirror. Correct? And this light ray, it is coming from the mirror and again going towards that white paper. I am giving this name to this ray, PO. See here are two arrows. This arrow indicate that this AO fall on the surface and ray PO or OP you can say, it is coming from that mirror. This ray AO which is fall on the surface of the mirror, student, it is nothing but the incident ray. See, incident ray. What do you mean by incident ray? The ray which fall on any surface, it is called the incident ray. Now write down the definition of the incident ray. The ray which fall on any surface, it is called incident ray. Everybody give attention, we are writing here the definition of the incident ray, and that definition is the ray which fall on any surface, it is called incident ray. Okay, this is the definition of the incident ray. The name of the incident ray in this case is a ray AO. It is a incident ray. Now, see, this AO incident ray, it is fall on the surface. I am also giving the name to this surface also, S and T. Suppose ST is the surface, incident ray AO falls on the surface ST and it fall at the point O. And this point O, it is called the point of incident. The incident ray fall on the surface, that point is called the point of incident. So, next concept is the point of incidence. Write down next definition, point of incidence. What is the point of incidence? The point, write down all of you, the point at which incident rays fall, the point at which incident ray is fall, it is called point of incident. So, here the incidence ray AO, it is fall on the surface ST at the point O. So, point O is called point of incidence. Okay. Question will be coming in your exam for 3 marks. Write down the definition of incident ray, then point of incidence. Next concept we are going to learn reflected ray. So, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. On the basis of this definition, question will be designed in your exam. Again, there is another question in your exercise also. Draw the diagram for the reflection of light. For the answer of this question also, you have to write this diagram. So, give attention very carefully and draw the diagram and write down this definition. Okay. Now, next. We see the incident ray first, then second, the point of incident. Now, third thing is that, or third concept is that reflected ray. Reflected ray. Write down the definition of third reflected ray or concept reflected ray. In case of this diagram, here when this incident ray AO fall on the point of incident O, on this surface we can see one another ray which is coming from this mirror, and it is nothing but the reflected ray. Okay. Now we are going to write down the definition of the reflected ray. Okay. The ray which is going away from surface, it is called reflected ray. The ray which is going away from the surface, it is called a reflected ray. Okay, this is a reflected ray. See here once again, AO, it is an incident ray, and from the point of incidence O, this ray which is go away from the surface, it is called the reflected ray. Here ray PO or ray OP, it is a reflected ray. Okay. Now, if we are drawing one perpendicular at the point O, see here, this is a perpendicular which is fall on the point of incident O, it is called the normal. When we draw the perpendicular on the point of incident, it is called the normal. Okay, now see here once again we are seeing three concepts here. One is the incident ray, then reflected ray, and point of incident and normal. If I giving name here OQ, then in case of this diagram OQ, it is a normal. Okay, so write down all of you. Finish. Next concept is there, angle of incidence. What do you mean by angle of incidence? Yes, write down all of you, angle of incidence. All these terms are very important at the point of your exam and at the point of your next standard also, because in 9th standard you are going to learn this reflection of light very deeply. So these concepts again revise there. So give attention and try to understand properly. Now, angle of incidence. What do you mean by the angle of incidence? The angle which is made by incidence ray and the normal, it is called the angle of incidence. Listen once again. Incident ray, angle which is made by the incident ray to the normal, it is called the angle of incidence and it is denoted by the small I. Angle of incidence, it is always denoted by the small I. This symbol is for the angle and I for the angle of incidence. Okay, so write down here, what do you mean by the angle of incidence? The angle which is made by incidence ray and incident ray with normal. Okay, the angle which is made by incident ray with normal, it is called angle of incidence. Okay, and symbol for the angle of incidence is angle I. Now, here which is the angle of incidence? Angle AOQ. AOQ is equal to I. I means angle of incidence. Okay, write down this. Finish. Now, next concept. Write down angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Underline it. While the writing, write in good handwriting. So in time of the exam you can read all the concept very easily. Prepare your own digest. Okay. Now, angle of reflection. What do you mean by the angle of reflection? The angle which is made by reflected ray. See here PO, it is a reflected ray. The angle which is made by the reflected ray with the normal, it is called the angle of reflection. The angle which is made by reflected ray with the normal, it is called the angle of reflection and it is denoted by small r. Again, this sign for the angle and r means reflection. Okay, now write down here angle of reflection. The angle, write down with me in your notebook, the angle which is made by reflected ray with the normal it is called angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Okay. If you are having two different pens, then underline the heading with different color. So during the study you can recognize it very easily. Now, angle of reflection. What do you mean by angle of reflection? The angle which is made by reflected ray with the normal, it is called the angle of reflection. Okay, and it is denoted by angle small r. Small r means angle of reflection. Okay, write down this. Finish. Now next. Now, up to here we see this is the incident ray. Revise firstly. Incident ray. This is a normal. This is a reflected ray. This angle is the angle of incidence, and this angle it is the angle of reflection, and ST it is the surface, and O it is a point of incidence. Now we are going to learn the different laws which are related to reflection of light. It is also very important. Laws of reflection of light. Write down the heading. Laws of reflection of light. Now, student, there are three important laws which are related to reflection of light. Okay. Now tell me, what is the situation in between this incident ray and reflected ray? Yes, anybody guess? Yes, correct. This incident ray and reflected ray, it is opposite to the normal. Very good. Incident ray and reflected ray, it is opposite to the normal. So this is our first law of reflection. Write down here. Incident ray, give the number, incident ray and reflected ray, all of you write down, and reflected ray are opposite to the normal. This is the first law. Incident ray and reflected ray are opposite to the normal now. Second law. Always remember that the measurement of angle of incident are equal to the angle of reflection. Means if measurement of this angle AOQ, it is 30 degrees Celsius, then angle of reflection means angle POQ, it is also 30 degrees Celsius. Means second law is that angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Very good. Now write down. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. This is a third law. This is a second law. If this angle is a 35 degree Celsius, then this angle will be also 35 degree Celsius. If this is a 48 degree Celsius, then this angle is also 48 degree Celsius. Okay, try to understand this concept very clearly, because based on this concept you have to solve the different types of the numericals in your exercise. So this is very important. In that numericals you are going to learn if there is angle of incidence is given, then you have to calculate the angle of reflection, just like question is there. So try to understand this concept very properly. The measurement of angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. So second law is that angle of incidence is always equal to, here equal is word is remaining, sorry for that. Now write down angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Now third law is this incident ray, normal and reflected ray all lie in a same plane. All these are lie in the same plane. Okay, plane, it is a concept from the maths and you know very well about that. Here incident ray, then normal and the reflected ray, they all lie in the same path. So this is our third law, which is related to the laws of reflection. Okay, now write down incident ray, reflected ray and normal all lie in a same plane. Okay, this is our laws of reflection. Write down very fast. See once again, laws of reflection. First law is that incident ray, it is always incident ray and reflected ray, they are opposite to the normal. Next, angle of incidence and angle of reflection, they are always the same, means their measurements are always same. Next, third law is that incident ray, normal and reflected ray all lie in a same path. Okay, understand? Anybody have any query? If you have any query, then ask me in chat box also, or you can ask me after completing my lecture. Now done? Everybody, writing is complete. Now next, during the studying of science, we prove that each and every concept. Here I told you angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. But how we can prove it? So now proving, we are going to do one new experiment. Yes, for this experiment also we required one drawing board, then a white paper, mirror, it is very important, and two pins. Let's see. Now this is a mirror. I already told you that while drawing the mirror, sketch these oblique lines compulsory, because they are denoting this is a coating side and this is a reflecting. About this detailed study we are going to do in a 9th standard. Okay, now this is a mirror. This is, suppose this is the incident ray. This is a point of incidence. I drawing one normal to this point. Now I am giving labeling. Surface having label AB. Then incident ray having the label PQ. Okay, this Q is a point of incidence. OQ. Draw this sign for the incident ray. Incident ray always move towards the surface. Okay, now take two pins and trace here. I giving that pin name S and second pin T. ST, these are the two pins. See once again, AB, it is a surface. OQ, it is a incident ray. Q, it is a point of incidence. Then ON, it is a normal, and ST, these are two pins we press on the incident ray. Now, if you are going just like this manner in the mirror, you can see the reflection of these two pins, S and T pins, reflection slightly here. Okay, note down that 2 points of the reflection, means the pin reflection of the pin S is here, I am giving name M, and the reflection of the pin T I am giving name N. Okay, now draw line which is passing through these two pins. Okay, suppose our pin is here. Now this is our reflected ray. Reflected ray, always it is moved from the surface, incident ray towards the surface, and reflected ray from the surface. Okay, so this is our reflected ray. Now you have to measure these both angles. If this angle is 30 degrees Celsius or it may be 30 degrees Celsius, it's okay, then you can find that this angle also having the measurement 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, if you are changing this angle at 60 degrees Celsius, this is nothing but not 60, okay, 50 degrees Celsius, then you can find that this angle also 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, you can take 3 or 4 readings which is related to this measurement of the angle. Always you can find that the measurements of angle of incidence are always equal to the measurement of angle of reflection. So from this activity here we going to prove the law of the reflection. What is the law? The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, anybody have the doubt? Yes. Now there are two types of the reflection of light. We are going towards the types of the reflection of light. So giving the heading, write down in your notebook, types of reflection of light. Okay, there are two types of the reflection of light. One, it is a regular reflection, and second, it is a irregular reflection. So in our today's lecture we are going to learn the first type only, regular reflection of light. Regular reflection of light. See students, there are two different types of the surfaces. One, it is a smooth surface. This type of surface is a smooth surface. And this type of a surface is a, yes, it is a rough surface. It is a rough surface. The reflection which occurs from this smooth surface, it is called the regular reflection of light. Regular reflection of light, it is coming from the smooth surface. Okay, so we are going to draw diagram for the smooth surface and for the regular reflection of light. Understand that this is a smooth surface. Smooth means it is a plain surface, and this is a rough surface, means it is an irregular surface, just like the wave or some up and down there. Okay, now regular reflection of light, it is coming from the smooth surface. So I am drawing here one smooth surface. Suppose these are the incident rays, these violet color lines, these are the incident rays, and these white color lines are reflected rays. Okay, this is not a mirror, it is a surface only. Okay, now these violet color lines, they are incident rays, and these white color lines, they are the reflected rays. Now in case of these smooth surface, means in case of the regular reflection, the three laws, which are the three laws, incident ray and reflected ray, they are opposite to the normal. If we are going to draw one normal to this 4 point of incidence, see here, suppose this is a normal, this is also normal, this is also normal, this incident ray and reflected ray, this is the incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, all incident ray and reflected ray, they are opposite to the normal. Then in this case also, angle of I and angle of R is the same. Suppose this angle is I1, this is a R1, this is a I2, this is R2, this is I3, this is R3, then this is I4, and this is a R4. Okay, all the angles are same, means angle I is equal to the R1, I2 is equal to the R2, I3 is equal to the R3, and I4 is equal to the R4. Okay, I am going to write down here. Here all angles are same. So angle I1 is equal to the angle R1, angle I1 is equal to the angle I2 is equal to the angle I3 is equal to the angle I4. Okay, now angle R1 is equal to the angle R2 is equal to the angle R3 and is equal to the angle R4. Okay, so angle I1, I2 and I3 and I4 all having the same measurement, and because of this R1, R2, R3 and R4 also having the same measurements, means first law is satisfied, means incident ray and reflected ray are opposite to the normal. Then angle of incidence and angle of reflection, it is always same. And third law is incident ray, normal and reflected ray all lie in a same plane. So all these about the regular reflection of light. Here our time is finished, so we are going to write down some questions based on this concept. So everybody write down in your notebook. This is for your home assignment and practice also. So first write down the first question. Define reflection of light. Reflection of light. Now assignment. Now second question, explain the terms. First, incident ray, second, reflected ray, third, point of incidence, and fourth one, angle of incidence, and last it is the angle of reflection. Third question is there. Draw figure for reflection of light. And explain the terms. And last question, question number 4. Define or fourth question is write down the two types. Write down two types of reflection. Okay, and last one, sorry, this is the second last and this is the last one. Write down, it is very important at the point of your exam. So explain the laws of reflection. It is very important. Explain the laws of reflection. Okay, these are the 5 questions for your today's assignment. Read this 2.5 page which already we studied during this lecture and try to solve this assignment for the practice. Some questions are repeated in your exercise also, so you are already prepared for it. Okay, if you have any doubt, then ask me. Thank you.